So I am back again today to do my makeup on camera with you, and today I'm going to use the Colourpop Just My Luck palette. So if you want to see what look I create using this palette and some swatches and some first thoughts on it, then keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I'm going to be using the Colourpop Just My Luck palette to create a look with you on camera. I just got out of the shower, so I thought this was the perfect time to put my makeup on, and I thought I would include you guys in on the experience. This is the 9-pan monochromatic palette from Colourpop. This is the green monochromatic palette. These retail for $12 US and you can get them through the Colourpop website. We might jump straight into the swatches and then move on right into the look and see what I can create. So we have Chances Are, Kiss My Ass, and 50-50. And then the start of the second line is Big Banks. That's a pretty colour, that one. Then in the middle we have Mary Jane, Olive You, starting the last line we have Act Natural, and Mo Bamba. That was very powdery, that Mo Bamba. And then last but not least we have Charmed. Right, so that's all the colours there. Some of these colours swatch pretty poorly, so I'm interested to see how they go on the eyes. Starting off by priming my lids using my paint pot, and I'm just going to set my brow bone area today. Just this section up here. Just so I can get a nice blend, faded blend up towards my brow bone. Starting off by taking Chances Are on the tip of that. Got like a pinched blending brush, and just placing this on the top half of my crease and blending it up. And because my base is sticky, I'm just kind of stamping this on and stamping up just to blend it out a bit. Then taking a smaller brush, this is a Real Techniques shading brush, taking Kiss My Ass and stamping that into the crease. This one is extremely powdery in the pan. I haven't like scratched my brush around or anything in the pan, but there's a lot of loose powder in the pan. Just going back in with that previous brush I had on Chances Are and just running it along that top edge where Kiss My Ass finished, and just like blending them together. On that same smaller brush that I was using for Kiss My Ass, I'm taking Act Natural. Popping this on the outer corner and blending it into the crease. Just taking Mo Bamba on the tip, just placing this on the very outer corner and blending it in. And then on the very tip again, taking the tiniest little touch of Charmed and popping this on the outer corner. And Chances Are just blending this gradient. Then on the same brush, I'm going to take Big Banks, which is one of the shimmers, and I'm running this on my lid. just going to take a tiny little bit of 50-50. Just run on this outer edge here where that colour Big Bank's finished. Alrighty, so I've done my base, now onto the lower lash line. First of all, I'm going to take Mobamba on my little smudger brush and just connect the lower lash line to the upper lash line. I'm also going to take the tiniest little bit of Charmed and just put this on the very outer corner. I'm then going to run Olive You the rest of the way. And then on the inner corner on a tiny little pencil brush, I'm taking Mary Jane. I think for my lower lash line I'm going to go with like a mixture of these two. So this is the Calm Mood Crayon from Linda Hallberg and this is the Colourpop Electric Daisy. And then I'll just finish off with some mascara. Alrighty, so this is the final look that I created using the Just My Luck palette. My final thoughts on the Colourpop Just My Luck palette. I actually think this is a cool little palette. I think I prefer the formula of the shadows in this palette over the formula of the ones in the purple palette, the It's My Pleasure palette. I just find the ones in the purple palette are a bit more chunky and I generally don't really like the chunky formula. I just don't prefer to work with that. I prefer a smoother shimmer formula that is easier to lay down in my opinion. And I think I actually really like this look. I think this is a cool little palette. If you were like me and you don't have a lot of greens in your collection, for 12 bucks, I think this is a pretty good palette. I think they could definitely have improved on the color variations of the green, but I think for a $12 palette, for a 9PM palette, I think it covers a good ground of greens. I would have liked to see maybe a few more murkier greens in there, almost like a mustard green in there as well. Some of them are, I don't know, they're not the best formula to work with like I did in the video. If you use a sticky base and rather than trying to blend it on the sticky base, you pat, you can get a decent build-up of colour with these mattes. They are a bit of a wishy-washy formula. When you saw the swatches, they don't swatch all that great. In my opinion, they are pretty powdery, so to have a sticky base, it really helps these work better. This shimmer Mary Jane, I can't wait to put this all over my lid, and this shimmer Big Banks, which is what I have all over my lid, is beautiful. I really like these two lighter greens, the Chances Are and Kiss My Ass. I think they are a really nice green, almost like a pastel if you just blend it out really well. These ones down the bottom though, these three here, not my favorite. This Olive You, I'd like to play with this on my lid and see how it works, but I don't think it's going to be my favorite shimmer out of the palette. Same with this one, 50-50. It's just a little bit meh in my opinion compared to these two shimmers here. The Big Banks and the Mary Jane I think are the standout shimmers in this palette, and I think for 12 bucks, if you don't have any greens in your collection, I think this is a good way to kind of bulk out that color in your collection. So all in all, I think this is a pretty good little palette. Like I said, I prefer the formula on these greens over the formula of the purples. I'm gonna keep playing with both of them and kind of get a good understanding of how I like to work with each individual color, and I will report back at a later date, probably not for another month or so, to get a good understanding of whether I like these palettes or not. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're new around here, I hope you would consider subscribing down below so you can keep up to date on all the videos that I release Monday and Friday, and I also go live every Sunday. And that's it for this video, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.